Okay, I've got the Knight of Cups here. I picked this off the top of the deck for some reason. I feel you've got a new love coming in, okay? I feel it's someone who's going to be a little bit obsessed with you. Somebody who's going to admire you from a distance. You're not going to realise that this person is actually falling in love with you, okay? So I'm going to look at that more closely today, just to make sure the energy, and kind of a bit half and half about this new energy, okay? For you, I feel that, for you specifically, I feel it could just be somebody that you don't mind going out with, seeing them, but I'm not sure whether you'll sort of take it long term, if that makes sense. So I'm just going to shuffle these a little bit more and see what else wants to come out, but it's definitely a new love today. I'm going to get as many details as I can, because I feel someone watching this will actually know who this person is. Okay, right, just while I'm shuffling though, thanks for watching, thanks for your support, I love you all, thanks for all your comments, I do read all of them. If you'd like a reading, just click on the title of the video, the links are below in the description box, everything's on the website, all the readings, and also check out the free relationship report as well. Okay, yes, all right, yes, righty. Okay, firstly, we're going to go for just details today. This person could be a Cancerian, or they could be an earth sign, possibly Aquarius as well. Okay, so that's the sort of astro thing I think is going down here. They're going to be very happy-go-lucky. They're going to enjoy life, okay? They're quite a social person. They like doing new things, meeting new people. Now, this is where it gets interesting. This is what I was picking up on. They are going to want this, the Ace of Pentacles. Brilliant. They're going to want to offer you everything. Stability. There's also with this Chariot here, they might want to move in with you. That kind of energy. Somebody might even propose to you with the Ace of Pentacles. Now, I see your energy in this, the Fool. Okay, so this is going back to what I said about a minute ago. I feel that you will enjoy the attention, all right? And yeah, and I'm also hearing to say to you that this new love will really give you a boost, okay? I don't feel they're toxic. I feel that they are very stable. They are probably done pretty well with the Ace of Pentacles, okay? But I feel for you, you won't take it too seriously to start with. And I think that's the message here, that you will know if it is that person. But that's not to say, you know, that further down the line that you won't. Because this person will wait. Okay, I feel that they will make their intentions known, but they're not going to love bomb you, and I think that's crucial here. So in the past, I feel you had somebody who did love bomb you. Okay, you know, they probably told you that they'd never met anyone like you, you were the best thing they'd ever met, how had they lived without you, can we move in together? That kind of energy. Now this new person is going to absolutely adore you, but they're going to respect your boundaries, okay? Because you're giving off Fool energy, whereas you're like, you know what, this is going to be fun, I'm going to give this a go, let's have some fun, let's keep it fresh, but I'm not committing, okay? I'm not committing, because you're also in the Ace of Wands energy, you know, which means you will take action. There is going to be a new person, something new that really, I just think it's beautiful for you, because even if you don't take this any further, okay, your energy this spring is going to have a massive boost. It's just going to make you feel good, okay? It's going to make you feel good about yourself. So let me see what else we can get on this new person. We're going to nail down by the end of this reading what they look like, who they are. Yeah, okay. They've got energy. Wow. They're going to make you feel like the beauty queen. Whether you're, however, doesn't matter, male, female, however you identify, it's your energy. They're going to put you on a pedestal. But I really want to say it again. Not in a love bombing way. Okay? They're going to wait for you because you're going to be in the energy of the Fool. You're just want new things. You've had a tough time last year. A tough time, okay? And you're going to withhold any form of commitment. But they're going to wait. And they're not going to pressure you. This is the detail I think that's really important. They're not going to pressure you because they're going to really love you, okay? And love is respect. And because of everything you've been through, you don't want to be pressured. You want to be taken out on dates, okay? You want to be adored. You want someone to look after you, I'm hearing. You want someone to look after you. Okay, without you having to put back into it straight away with that Fool, okay? But that's exactly what they're going to do. That is exactly what this new person's going to do. Now, I feel that this new person, this card here, they could have something to do with properties, real estate, building, something to do with houses. They could restore houses, they could decorate houses, or if they're retired they had something to do with houses. Okay, could have been the insurance, you know, it could be quite tenuous, but it's something that's linked into properties. But also with this four, it's not even a 4, but when I look at it I hear 4, the stability of the 4, okay, the 4 walls, that's it. And they want to give you that, but they're not going to rush you. They could be dark haired, okay? Now, if they're older and they've gone grey, they would have had darker hair before, okay? Not particularly light haired, I've definitely got darker hair. Obviously they could have brown eyes, but I'm also hearing very blue eyes. Anything else, please? This is lovely. This is someone who's going to wait. You know, you to be honest with you could stay in this energy for the next year with that person and they'll still wait. They're going to have to court you. That might be a British word. Date you. You know, when you're younger and somebody calls for you and they pick you up, that kind of energy, okay? That, you know, that they're not going to expect to get their shoes under the table within a month, which is brilliant. Yeah, because you're not going to have it. Okay, you're not going to want the commitment. Now, this is the open relationship card, but it's not that, because what it also says is no commitment, casual, open. You're going to tell this person, you know what, you can date me, but I'm not letting you into my family. I'm not letting you into my little nest or my little zone. Yeah, I knew that's what this was about today, but wow, you're going to have such a nice time. You're going to have a wonderful time. There could be children, they could have children, you could have children, okay. Past love. Let's have a look at that. As I say, we always do it like as it's happening. Past love. 5 of Wands. Well. Okay, slight deviation here, folks. Hang on. You will also possibly have your ex's energy coming into this, because they are going to be jealous of the fact that somebody new's come into your life, okay? Yeah. 5 of Wands represents competition. It represents, if you're in a relationship, sometimes you're fighting for the attention of your person, but I feel in this case, because we have this new energy, that your past person is going to come sneaking back in because they don't like the fact they've got competition. But I'm hearing that you won't entertain this, because where were they? Where are they now? Okay, I'm actually hearing that. Where are they now? So yeah, I do feel they will come back in. Anything else on this past person while we're at it? Yeah, what the past person's going to say is that they've changed. They're going to ask for a reconciliation as well. Wow. This is shaping up to be an interesting energy today. They're going to say that they've moderated their behaviour, they're not going to bring any drama, and that you are their soulmate. Okay? But you know what? You're just going to be having fun. I'm so happy. You can tell, I really am. You're just going to be having fun. You don't need to commit. You don't need to. You know, I feel that you've changed, your energy's changed. I feel you've poured everything into relationships in the past. You were the one that solved the problems, picked up the mess, took on everybody else's issues, because you're very competent. That's what I'm hearing, competent. But nobody actually noticed that you were falling into quicksand, okay? You're not going that way again. You are going to have some fun, okay? So yeah, it will bring the ex out of the woodwork. But don't worry about that. Just have fun. There's a real message here for you. Go out and have some fun. Let's see if we can see any more on the new. Coffee house. You might meet this person in a coffee house, or someone might ask you out for coffee. There's also a link to someone who bakes, cooks cakes. Not meals. I mean cakes, pastries, croissants, you know, that kind of thing. Okay. Somebody either lives somewhere or is moving away from somewhere, this is really specific, where you have a lot of rain, or you possibly have a rainy season. And I'm hearing, or maybe it's humidity. Okay, humidity. Somebody also likes reading as well. Somebody will be very interested in books, and somebody likes to research. Okay, the library card's out. So somebody's an avid reader. They could also like writing. Okay, somebody is also very, very spiritual. Somebody's got an interest here in, not witchcraft, in what this universe is really all about. Okay, how the universe works. So, and I feel that's linked into the books they read. Now, this could just literally be the physics, like quantum physics. Somebody has an interest along those lines. Okay, it doesn't mean to say that they're witchcraft or, you know, tarot or any of that, but they have a real interest. It could even be to the point of space. Excuse me, space, you know, the realm, or the other planets, that kind of thing. Something that's otherworldly, okay? And I feel that they possibly, this is the stuff that they like to read and research. I've definitely got something to do with water here. The river card's out, okay? So there's a river involved. Maybe they live near a river. But going back to that rain and humidity, there's something to do with rivers and water. Okay, so let's see what else wants to come out. I'm just going to get this little deck here. Actually, no, I'm going to get these two. I'm going to get some messages for you. Anything else for you? These are messages for you. Worth waiting for. Absolutely. Divine timing is at work in your love life. Yeah, it is worth waiting for. You're going to have so much fun, but more than that, you're worth waiting for. You are worth waiting for, okay? And this new person knows that. Your spirit guides that are giving me these messages today are saying, have the fun, but maybe give this relationship a chance further down the line, the new one, okay? Give it a chance. Because this person is going to keep you safe. Could be very different from your ex, because I feel your ex is coming in, as we said, but I feel they come in when they've got competition or they don't like the fact they're losing control. So to me, that's just really drama filled. You want peace now. You want peace and some fun. You want life on your terms, because you've given everybody else everything, okay? Yeah. Absolutely, you have. You have helped, not just in love, you've helped friends, you've helped family. You've been there for everyone. It's your turn now. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. Further down the line, I know I keep saying that, but I feel this will be a good spring and summer for you. I'm seeing you being excited. I can see you choosing different clothes to wear and just thinking, you know what, this is going to be really fun. But nobody's, I know it sounds awful, but it's just like a cliche. No one's bringing all their stuff into your environment. You get to go out, meet this person, have some fun, but they are going to fall very deeply in love with you. And they've got a strong pair of arms, whether male or female. They've got a big heart, and the heart's big enough for both of you, I just heard. It's really, really, really lovely. And I feel that, you know, you could be in a more serious relationship with this person by the end of the year, beginning of next year. Okay? Let's give you some messages. Closure. Now, I feel this is the X. Definitely. This is a message for you. Not all connections are meant to be, except the closure, but I think you have. Okay? I honestly feel that is a message that, you know, the Five of Wands, if that's your ex's personality, oh dear, they're just always into drama, there's no peace, they bring everybody else into the situation. Too many cooks in the kitchen. You never had their full commitment, you never had their full energy. They could have been out and about, socialising without you. Or, you know, the Five of Wands can represent somebody who, just for an example, you know, that expression golf widow, when somebody's just always on the golf course. It's just an example. And you never see them, okay? You know, this is a strong message, really. Me, if it was my reading, I'd definitely renew with all this lot, yeah. Because what's following the closure card for you for a message is baggage. Emotional baggage weighed down this relationship. You tried to sort it out, but they weren't willing to listen. Now, the unknown for you, bottom of the deck, the unknown. Wedding. Taking your relationship. Excuse me, I don't see you committed. You're not going to say a lot about this new person. You're not going to open up to start for a wee while, I don't think. But this message, taking your relationship to the next level, one step at a time. There we go. Very clear message today. I'll summarise it. X will be back because you're going to meet a new person who's going to absolutely be stable, honest, caring and kind. Isn't going to overstep your boundaries, and I think you're going to spend a lot of this year having some fun, not committing. However, by the end of this year, beginning of next year, I do see you stepping into more of a commitment with them. Okay? I love you. Just remember, you are worthy. Okay? You deserve love. You're worthy of it. And you're worthy of it just the way you are. Okay? Because this past person in that Five of Wands energy just made you doubt yourself. Made you think maybe you weren't good enough, attractive enough, handsome enough, God knows what else. Because there was all these other people. Oh, well, I'll just go and see such and such. No, you're fine. Just the way you are. Okay? I love you. Take care. Leave some comments. I love to read them. And I'll speak to you soon. Bye.